Bad news for all those GTA fans who thought maybe, just maybe, Rockstar would listen to the negativity and backlash from the community when it came to GTA Plus, but sadly not, and it kind of looks like they are going to double down. If anything, it's probably gonna get a bit more severe. Like, even looking at their last tweet on how to get the most from your GTA Plus membership, you can clearly see it rubbed a lot of the community the wrong way, with a lot of people genuinely concerned that maybe they're going to start locking content behind a paywall and all those years of hard-earned time of grind. Not to mention, if you already purchased shark cards, is just going to be undermined by this monthly subscription pay. There is a possibility that this is just not working for Rockstar because they recently put out a job opportunity for people on their page that was a product manager for GTA Plus subscriptions. You can find this over at Rockstar Games Careers and Openings, and it's under the Rockstar New York branch. So what will the responsibilities for this new position be? Well, it'll be to build software products to support subscription programs. Hurrah. Executing various initiatives and product strategies through close collaboration with product leadership and business stakeholders. In other words, how we can entice people to subscribe more. It says advocate for players' needs at every step of the product development. I don't know, that's just marketing fluff because I don't know, Rockstar listens to this player base anymore. You have to collaborate with UX and visual designers. Basically, they kind of design like web pages and like app things like this to transform bold concepts into refined, well-scoped features. Bold concepts, definitely more marketing fluff. There's nothing bold about this GTA Plus subscription. It's just run-of-the-mill stuff. So how to turn it into well-refined or well-scoped, refined features essentially means how do you kind of push our strategies for milking the community in a way that will allow us to milk the community. You'll have to author product briefs and liaisons with technical leadership to gauge the feasibility and level of effort, which essentially means you'll have to kind of talk with the other team members that have to implement your ideas, and you got to make sure that you're giving enough for the community to buy it. So some people will buy it, but you don't want to actually invest a lot of time or effort into doing it. So you want to like squeeze the most money out with the least amount of effort being put in. Generate product roadmaps and secure consensus to stakeholders on scope of deliverable timelines. I'm guessing that's for internal stuff so that your team knows what you're doing, because there's no real roadmaps for the community at all. To gather and analyze data to be used for product and feature prioritization decisioning. Again, that's just standard stuff. So like, for example, in practicality, just say you were to lock a new car for a week behind a paywall. Maybe not many people will subscribe, but if you locked it for a month, maybe that will increase the subscription rate because people will want that sooner. The rest of the responsibilities are kind of more on an internal level, and I don't think they would impact the community as much. Which is kind of my perspective on this. I'm reading this as a concerned member of the GTA community as opposed to looking for a job. And this job is more of kind of a technical role, as in they'll actually be implementing this. And like, I think the decision will be coming down to them, and then they have to implement that. So it's like, this is how we want to squeeze money out of them, and then they implement that and squeeze the money out of the community. There's another responsibility here as well that says educate internal stakeholders about social club systems and tools to advocate their use in the service of new titles, content releases, and live operations. Which, if you had any doubt that maybe they were going to be moving this business model over to other titles and stuff, well, there you go. They will definitely be trying to make this more scalable across their franchises, basically. So I guess this is what we are going to be seeing more of. I also like that one of the skills that you're required to have is a knack for influencing stakeholders across a variety of groups, including publishing, design, technical leadership, and external development partners without explicit authority. Which to me kind of sounds like we kind of want to shoehorn this idea of the subscription plus thing into our current model. So you're going to come in and deal with a lot of like people that are working on things that haven't had a subscription model before, and you want to come in and kind of influence them into this new way of that we're now doing business. I just found that all the other skills were relatively generic, except that a knack for influencing people across the business into basically doing what you want them to do. Just sounds like a very specific kind of skill that they want you to provide evidence at if you're sitting down in front of them in an interview. I also like that one of the pluses that they're looking for is like an avid gamer with a passion for Rockstar Games titles. It's like, surely anyone that has a passion for Rockstar Games titles would not be overly pleased about a subscription model being added. Like, I think what they really mean is just do a little bit of homework into what our titles are and be able to pass it off that you are passionate about our game titles, and then come help us milk our community. To me, this is a clear sign that Rockstar is doubling down on this GTA Plus style of monetization. And make no mistake, if they're doubling down on this, it's going to be like this for every iteration going forward. So if there's a GT Online for GTA 6, for example, it's going to have a subscription-based model in it. A cynical person might suspect possibly that just the GTA subscription didn't go down well. It's possibly not getting that many subscriptions, and Rockstar aren't overly happy about it. So they're trying to get new talent in so that they can help monetize it even more. This is Rockstar's logic. We created a product and the fans don't seem to be overly eager about it. What could we do? Could we make a different product? Could we make more content? No, let's just get in some outside talent to help us milk that little bit more from the community. Personally, I think Rockstar used to always be like a product first kind of company. So they put all of their love and passion into the game itself, and that's why the game is phenomenally successful. Over the last few years, I do believe that's kind of deviated a lot. The company has become very more generically corporate a lot, and this just seems very standard kind of practice. And I legitimately am concerned that a new product manager will come in and just do the run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. Like they're going to lock a lot of the DLC behind a paid subscription. So if you want to get access to it early, you're going to have to pay first, and then it'll be released to everyone else who has accumulated their hard-earned cash after. It wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing content that is inevitably going to create an advantage for players being locked behind a timed subscription paywall, making it essentially pay to win so that they can, again, lure more people into a subscription model to help balance out their revenue throughout the year with Grand Theft Auto Online. Of course, this is me just being skeptical and speculating that that's where it could go. But looking at how Rockstar has been behaving, I think there's a very high chance that is how it could go. And I think a lot of people in the community feel kind of like I feel about that. But let me know what you think. Do you think this is being very skeptical, or do you think that GTA Plus is a good thing? I always love reading comments and hearing different opinions from my own. In any case, I think it's fair to say that whether you like it or not, GTA Plus and the subscription model is here to stay, and Rockstar is currently investing in how to get this product more integrated with Grand Theft Auto Online. Again, leave your comments below.